So good for a minute, and then it just kicked out. Oh well. I ended up deleting so many programs that were pulling on memory. Apparently, I still need a few more. Brown short. Still short. Okay. Dusty wires. All right. Maybe shenanigans. All right. Well, it was, man, yesterday sucked. Not sales wise, but man, I got done with my shipping probably 11:30. I ended up figuring out a couple of workarounds to get it done. What I ended up doing was just bulk shipping everything. And then whatever didn't pull up a label, I just removed and then printed those labels, rinsed, repeat. I couldn't get a Puerto Rico label to print by the end of the day, so I had to cancel it. But that's on eBay, not on me. So yeah. But sales-wise, it was good. Thank goodness, like none of those issues seem to have been customer-facing, which could have made it a lot worse. But Jesus fucking Christ, eBay. Stop mucking with the site in the middle of Q4. Like, they pushed out a new listing flow in the middle of Q4. Like, smack dab in the middle. You don't do that. That's, if anybody has ever worked in finance or most retail, most business, you don't make your changes in Q4. It's bad business practice. Like, I don't know what they are thinking, except who the fuck cares? We're getting promoted listings. That's what they're thinking. All right, let's take a look at what sold. All right, this actually sold Sunday. Real photo postcard. This is I listed all. I started auctions on all the kitty real photos. This is one of them. $2. Real photo, Monterey Hotel, Monterey, Mexico, $4.95. Another real photo from the auction, kid with a teddy bear, Edith, $2. None of the auctions have gone for more than an opening bid. Here's a little girl with the stroller, studio view, $2. Chrome comic hobo with a bindle, $2.66 plus shipping. I've sold that card several times before. Postcard, United Airlines issue on the tarmac, red carpet. Been in the store for at least 2 years, sold for $4.21. Here we have a World War II Slam the Axis comic. Somebody offered me $8 on it. I took it. I was okay with that. Uncle Sam flushing Hitler down the toilet. Art Academy and Museum, Cincinnati, Ohio, sold for $2.95. White border era. This just listed and sold yesterday. Proposed new administration building of Potomac University, Washington, D.C. Sold for $10. This sold like in minutes, but I don't think I could have gotten more out of it. I'm pretty much at the top end of Potomac University postcards that I've ever sold. So I think that's as good as I was going to be able to get. So maybe $1 or $2, but I'm fine with the quick sale. Came from the new batch Big Buy. Multi-view greetings from Hampton Beach, New Hampshire. Linen postcard, $3.55. Free shipping experiment card out the door. Biltmore Hotel in Montecito, Santa Barbara, California, for Sorry, it's the Biltmore Hotel Montecito, Santa Barbara, California. Hand-colored Albertite. I got a ton of these at off of Craigslist, not Craigslist, CT bids over a year ago. A bunch of Albertite Santa Barbara cards. Some have sold for crazy money. A lot of them have been in the like $3 to $15 range. This one sold for took an offer for $9, and you can actually see this had a bunch of that black stuff on the corners that I took off. I have a video on how I do that. Listed and sold same day yesterday. This is a view of the school looking west in the 1870s, Nortonville, California. This is a ghost town, but this is a postcard from 1978. It's a chrome postcard, and I'm like, there are no Nortonville ghost town postcards that exist, so I priced it up $35, and it sold right away. I probably maybe could have sold it for more. This came from the Big Buy, but definitely a nice sale. Also listed and sold yesterday, Camp Awani, Yosemite Valley. This is the office camp of the, I believe, the Forest Service. Listed and sold very quickly, $7, but pretty much what they go for, so very happy with that. Trinity Tulpehocken Reformed Church in Jackson Township, Pennsylvania, sold for $2.95. Here we have Ipswich River in Topsfield, Massachusetts. Unposted. Didn't even get a back on it. Apparently. Oops. Still sold for $5. These two went to the same customer. Similar content. Drunk guy seeing a beautiful doll in the window. $6.26. Sometimes you just gotta say what it was on there. And then Water Wagon postcards always do well for me. $6.26 on this one as well. Easter greetings. Took an offer for this one. $8. Fantasy Easter, anthropomorphic, blah, blah, blah. All the keywords. Embossed. A little beat up, but still took $6 on it, I think. Maybe $7. Don't remember. Aerial view of Carnegie Institute of Technology, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. $3.95. This is going to Hong Kong. This is an electric car, street card. Didn't matter. Sold for $20. Full asking price. Came from the Big Buy. Bright and Happy New. This sold very quickly also. Raphael Tuck, Lower Falls of Lurfos, Norway. This Bright and Happy New Year thing is, I believe, printed after the production of the card at some point. But this normally sells for $4 according to Tuck TV postcard. But since it had a holiday New Year card tie-in and New Year's is coming up, I added $1 to it and sold overnight for $5. Listed this morning, sold this morning. Comic Risque Man of the Beach got quite a kink in his neck because of all the ladies in there. Things, look how fast he's turning his neck. No wonder he got a kink. Listed yesterday, sold today. Beach at Redondo, California. $4.95 undivided back. Listed yesterday, sold today as well. Skyline Drive at Warrenton, Virginia. Albertite. Sold for $10. And there you have it. A lot of postcards going out. Yeah, it does. I've had the issue before, and I just basically like relisted the item, messaged the customer, gave him a link to the new listing, told him why I had to cancel, and said if you still want it, it's available. You know, I'll honor the same price if you know. Looks like I got a couple of offers came in. lowballers have been coming out full force, let me tell you. This person's going to run out their offers, not getting a clue. All right. I love those. I know that's not a true thing. I do not like the 50% of your sale price offers, and then like they only move up $1 when you counter. But I am a believer that even if they're lowballing, it's good to counter whatever amount, even if you counter only a penny, to keep them in the negotiation, because that basically increases your traffic on the listing, which gives you that one gives you theoretically algorithm bump. All right, and we're off. Cameron, John Smith, Shenanigans. Hey, Shenanigans. I saw you were a channel member over on Reseller Information Network. But you're not a member here? What gives? I'm just kidding. You don't have to be a member here. Also, they're live right now. And the stark difference is that a membership on this channel, you are guaranteed nothing. And I'm sure you get at least a shout out, which you just got a shout out. And you're not even a member. So why would you be a member? Well, only on Jackass Retro do you get the Dingleberry McGillicuddy emojis. I mean, that on its own, or the Poopsmith emoji. Is it worth it? No. Wow, shipping goes so much faster when you can print labels. Shenanigans isn't even responding. She's probably paying attention to Reseller Information Network. Bidding on OBX Pickers trucker hats. And vintage all over print t-shirts. Tell you what, if you list, you sell. I've been selling a whole lot of postcards. I haven't listed really much of anything that isn't a postcard for some time now. And store is growing pretty rapidly. I'm about to go past 25,000, I want to say. I'm almost past 26,000 listings. About 20,000 of those are postcards. The remaining, obviously not. But I think I have enough stock, if I really pushed it, to maybe hit 27 by the end of the year, which would be craziness. It'd be the first year in like 2 or 3 years my store had grown more than 10%. I'm really just trying to average 100 a day for the month. Which is, I think, relatively doable. I'm a little bit behind the ball on that so far, but mainly because Saturday and a lot of Sunday was sorting the new batch. But there's some other stuff I'm going to probably be doing this holiday season as well that will take away from that. But yeah, I tried that. It wasn't working. it ain't too bad for stacked on a Monday for standard envelope. All right, let's get the rest of these. Good. 3. Get 2 out of that. Kind of my goal is to quickly and drastically expand the store with postcards short term, and then sort of ride the wave for longer term while I focus on other listing. Because I know that the there will be a slow decline on, as there always is with new listing sales, on when you do that. Like every collection I've ever bought and listed has all kind of had the same slow decline. All right, purchase shipping label. It's going international. But by having, I think my number of items sold will continue to be high. Or at least higher than it is currently. Theoretically, that's the theory. Considering I was at, let's see here. Where was I? Where was my last benchmark? I hit 23,000 in September. So that means I've grown almost 3,000 listings since September. I hit 22,000 in February. So it took me February to September to grow the store by 1,000 items. And then two months to grow it, or maybe 3 months to grow it by 3,000. I hit 20K late last year. Yeah, growth is a funny thing, because the more you list, the more you sell, right? And the more you sell, the slower you grow. So the slower, if you want to, it's sort of a slippery slope kind of thing. But it's very helpful to have a lot of the same kind of stock on hand, and enough to just not have to think about it and just like crazy. Which was kind of my intent with those two big buys. I am gonna, I think maybe early next week, do a whatnot junk journal kind of thing, because I have so much stuff that isn't going to get listed. Probably do lots of like 25 floral postcards. And basically it's all at that point. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. At the same token, like the way I kind of work is somewhere between Auction Professor and SM postcards. Like both have some value in benefits in how they post or list, but I kind of don't think there's a one size fits all. I can list for efficiency, but I can also list for value. And I think that depending on what you're listing, like this last batch I got, I probably got, well, I'll show you. These are both stacks, all of them, California missions. Nothing but California missions. That many. I haven't sorted down for eras yet, but I mean, there are probably 200 Santa Barbara mission, Probably, I've already listed yesterday. I probably listed 20 Carmel missions, tons of San Gabriel, tons of Ramona's wedding place. Just missions. I could sit and probably burn through all of these in 2 days because that'd just be like sell similar, just sort them by mission and era, posted and unposted, and then just be like, just burn through them. I don't think that would benefit me in any way, but maybe, right? Like, there's also a bunch of Glenwood Mission Inn in there. I haven't separated out yet, but I mean, that's 4 pounds. So that's like 400 mission postcards. And all you really got to do is go look at, search for any given mission, sort by price, go look at Terapeak, look at the average price, come somewhere around that. Not like 90% of these are probably going to be listed at $3.95, which is more or less Mark's method. Yeah, Ramona's wedding place are $1.95 cards for me. And I rarely sell them. I may just lot up all the Ramona's wedding place ones and be like 100 Ramona's wedding place cards, $20. Yeah, Ramona's wedding place doesn't do well for me, but strangely, what does, and I don't really quite know why, Glenwood Mission Inn. I always sells for me. Well, I don't know about always sells, but it sells a lot, more than I would think. And usually when somebody buys one, they buy multiples. There were some multiples in this lot, like large quantity. I listed Berkeley, University of California, Berkeley President's Home. I had 100 of those, all unposted. Like, it was like it came from the school. Like, they had ordered them to print on them and send them out. They just never got used. That's the story that I wrote for them. But so for those, I just listed them at $2 each, and then I listed a few lots of 20 for $15. See what happens. All right, moving on. I got stuff to ship here. We'll start with this one. Elvis Presley stocking. This came from the Elvis buy earlier this year. Never been removed from the package. Sold for $23.35. I've only got a couple things left from that. I probably should go in and reprice. I got a feeling I might be high on a couple of them. Nice, that's a 4-ounce ship, baby. You're making some money on that shipping. Yeah, don't get me wrong. It's not like they fly off the shelf. Let's see how many I have up right now. 31 currently listed. And I'm sure a few of those are from most of them are in the like $2 to $3 range. I have some, man, I probably should reprice a few of these, but most of them are $2 to $3. The ones that are more Albert types, a couple of real photos. All right, I'm gonna put this up on screen because it's kind of cool. This came in one of the lots of Christmas ornaments I bought, I think at Packwood. Say 7-Up, 'Tis the Season Christmas ornament, and it sold for $7.15. Not big money, but not bad. I'll take it. So this is a my guide. It is not a rule. It is not something I follow to the T. But for something when it's really, really common, here is kind of how my brain works. I'll start with like California missions, right? Like $2.95 base price. That would be for like a posted divided back. Posted divided back, not a night view, not a real photo, nothing special, just a standard view of mission X. If it's unposted, I'll add $1. If it's undivided back, I'll add $1. If it's completely clean, like no writing, no nothing, like just a blank postcard on the back and good condition, I might add $2. So $1 for being unposted, and when I say unposted, I mean like no writing, no postage. Undivided back or older might be $1. If it's a private mailing card, I'll probably start doing more research. Real photo, probably add $1 or $2 or do more research. If it's linen or chrome, I'll drop $1. Unless it's unposted, then I'll probably just leave it at $2.95. White border, probably the same. If it's a unique view, like a view of the bell or the bell tower or a night view, I might go up $1. If it's a night view, but there's writing all over it, the writing and the night view cancel each other out, and I'll leave it at $2.95. So, and then I like don't worry about it if could have gotten $1 or more out of it, right? Like, or if it sits for a little while, I just list it, and I can always go and bulk edit my listings later and drop stuff by $1 or raise stuff up by $1 if I feel like it. Like, God forbid one day, like the Santa Barbara mission burns down, I'm probably going to go in and bulk edit all my listings and move them up by $1 or $2. I messed that up. We need it slightly wider. like I said, it's a general guide, not a rule, right? It's kind of like plus 1 point for being special in some way. Plus $1. And there's also a benefit to like having a third of the listed mission postcards, or or even 10% of the mission postcards that are listed, because you're gonna get a lot of those sales. Yeah, totally, absolutely. Sold this here handheld sewing machine. It's kind of cool. You can see it through the bag. It's got the instructions in there. I picked this up. I bought a bunch of sewing doodads at a garage sale this year, and I think I spent like maybe 15 or 20 bucks total at the sale, and this thing sold for $8. And generally, like for stuff like, if you're doing like, if you've got a bunch of like Washington D.C. linens, I'm gonna list all of those at like my base price of like $1.95, and I'm not even gonna like. They're just gonna all go up for $2, and that's it. Like 100, different White House and linens and chromes and white border. They're going to go up for $2 a piece, and just like blast the market with as many as I have, and get as many up and as quickly up as I can get them. Nice. This just sold this card. The only other one up was up for $27, and there's no sales history to support that. This is Byron Hot Springs, California. Mine's a little beat up, so if you look at all right, so let's there's the only no, that was mine. It's still up. For some reason, still showing up in search. Oh, there's $60 on this one. Somebody else listed at $60. So same person but different view. Byron Hot Springs. There's a few of these that are like just stupid money. I think they're all the same seller. Yeah, postcard plethora. But if they're not the same seller, they're probably using them for comps. Now, these are all the same person. Whoever postcard plethora is slightly overpriced. That's auction professor pricing. But if you go and you look at the solds for this, $750, $349. This one I wouldn't even consider. It's doesn't count. That's a real photo, only sold for $8. Let's there was one that sold for $240. Real photo. There's a like these are not I wouldn't consider comps. There's that comic, bathing tub, golf links. We get down into the now we're into the real world. The non-outliers. $10. There's mine, or there's somebody else's for $750. That's closer, right? Homes and flowers. So that same card we saw a minute ago for $60. Here it is sold for $5. So that's kind of where my thought lands me. Yeah, I mean, if you can do that too, that's great. The one thing I will say that was nice about Whatnot is I could just offload large quantities of that kind of stuff relatively easily and quickly to, theoretically customers that had a venue for those or had a desire for them. Selling them one at a time, like New Orleans. Although I sold the Huey P. Long Bridge and the St. Louis Cemetery the other day. Same customer for like $4, $2 a piece. And those were when I listed them, multi-quantity listings, and they've sold through a bit, not a lot, but a bit. All right, moving on. Sold a mug. I'm going to lose money on this one, I think. This came from the buyout. It's like sort of a mid-century modern looking mug. This is from Room Creative. $6.26. Please go to California. Pennsylvania. Turds. It's going to be 2 pounds. You're going to lose money. I'm not going to make much money. It's a little too big for me to get in a padded flat rate. So I guess it is what it is. I don't think I'm going to lose money. I just don't think I'm going to make much. I'll make up the shipping elsewhere. it's out. That's the main thing. Anything that sells out of that store, even if I make just a small amount of profit, I'm happy. Where's our buddy? Thought I saw him down here. He fell yesterday. There we go. Rah. All right, I'm gonna check out the maths on that. Did I lose money? I made $1.21. Hooray! Yes, that's I've Continentals in lots have gotten a little bit better, which makes me sort of want to rethink my using them mostly for envelope stiffeners. But I mean, I just pulled a bunch out, and I'm like, honestly, I prefer to put something in the envelope that's real. And when to me, these are free. Right? Yes, I can sell them, but if I sell them, then I've got to buy something else to put in there. So why not just use the free stuff that I'm getting for free? And these are like Ireland and like the Marine Corps Memorial, common, and stuff that like is just not worth selling. Yeah, I agree with that too. Although I think I've gotten a little better at spotting good candidates for sleepers, so that takes a little less time. All right, sold Sushi Go game. $4.88. Is that right? It doesn't sound right. $5.36. I think I got that from Amy, if I recall correctly. It's a fun game. I have played it. Even though I think the demo is slightly under my age. By slightly, I mean considerably. Yeah, that's a pretty good deal. Yeah, I mean, those are all good and valid ideas. The other thing I like about mine is I'm lazy, and I don't want to have to like sort through a bunch of Continentals. I've sold many lots of Continentals. I get enough Continentals that if I really want to, I can lot them. But I also don't need to, because they're a renewable resource for me. And I go through them as quickly as I acquire them. I do list them sometimes, but not often. And I don't. It's a zero. It's no effort. It's no time for me, which is a big benefit. I like things that take no time. There it is. Sold Debunking Science, University of Washington chat book from 1921, I want to say, 1930. And it's basically like this guy who's basically talking trash about science. You know, it's like early QAnon. Sold for $21.21. It's been in the store for a while too, so I am just fine with that. It's not quite wide enough for my purposes. That is unnecessarily sturdy. That should work. Right there. It's still almost unnecessarily sturdy, but yeah, I'm I'm kind of on the same boat as that. Like, it took me almost 2 days to not even fully sort, like just to do the first pass and like separate internationals, continentals, non-topographical, and topographical. Like, just that on this last batch took almost 2 days. And for like the missions, those were luckily all kind of batched together. All right, so this Winchell's donut. I think Winchell's is local to here. Glass bake mug. Maybe not just Seattle, but the Northwest. Man, the Background River did not do a great job on that one. But sold for $8. Going to Missouri. I don't know. Is Winchell's other places too? One thing I like about Glass Bake and Fire King is it's relatively durable. All right. Sold. I got these for free this year while I was out yard sailing. These are Federal Glass dessert cups or sherbet cups. Pretty good condition. A lot of 4 of them, sold for $34. Took an offer. Totally worth it. Where's it going? North Carolina. I have a feeling we're going to end up around 4 pounds on this, maybe. Guess we'll find out. their blade has never been changed. It's rusty. That's not. You're not going to do that. Nope. That'll work way better. Almost positive I'm going to end up that overweight. Don't think that's going to fit. No, it is not. I just want to do I don't want to do that, but it's not going to be enough head space. I'll be right back. All right, good there. Some bubbly stuff. Wait. Look at this. Yeah. Like a machine. It's going to be 4 pounds. I know it. No, we're under 3. Sweet. Throw in like 2 more of these. Yeah, that's a hell of a $50 buy. I think also, like, with, the more time you spend doing postcards, the more you list, and you start to see, like, the stuff that is probably worth checking out will start popping out like a sore thumb. When you're going through 400 California missions, and then, like, tucked in there somewhere is like a real photo of some small ghost town. You're like, oh, well, let's do some research on this one. And that's, how you find the good stuff. All right. Next up, sold this here Snap Crackle Pop promotional record from Kellogg's. I think this may have been a cereal box insert. I don't know for sure. It's from 1983. I believe I bought this at a flea market in Oakland, like in 2019. It sold for $10.16. Work with me. Sweet. Yeah, I don't mind dupes. I like it when I can do a multi-quantity listing, even if it's at a low dollar amount. We're gonna put this here. I sold an Elgin watch right here. This I listed back in May. works. Replace the battery. I don't know where I got it. Sold for $21. The customer actually came in and offered 15. I countered with 20. They came up to 16. So I went up to 21. I basically sent a message when I sent them an offer. I'm like, this is the lowest I'm going to go is $20. And when they countered at $16, I'm like, well, since I told you I'm not going to go lower, I guess the only answer is I have to go up. So I did. And then they bought it. It's happened twice now this holiday season. All right. I got this. This, I believe it came out of that storage unit that I cleared out. It's a George W. Bush, pull my finger. And it goes,
Mr. Prime Minister. Osama, your mama. America just my pants.
It's great. I'm surprised it took so long to sell. It's so dumb. But it's awesome at the same time. That is not going to fit in that. All right, we got to go grab another box. I mean, come on. You got to love the farting W. And I swear I had a ton of boxes that... Oh, you know what? They're in my car. I'll be right back. All right. Yeah, the scanner, dude. The scanner is the game changer. Like, I can't imagine. Well, I can, because I did list some postcards before I had a scanner, and I quickly realized that the scanner is going to pay for itself in no time flat. All right, let me go grab this other postcard, and then the one other thing that has to go out. I believe I'm going to have to drive to the old UPS store for this last one. That's not good. Two envelopes got wet. Hopefully that didn't soak through. I'll reprint these real quick. Any water in this? Nothing else is wet. That's weird. I suspect there might have been like just a tiny spot in there. All right, shipping labels. All right, luckily, the cards appear unscathed. Another argument for something to protect your cards. All right. Yeah, these EcoSwift mailers do nothing for water protection, let me tell you. All right, good. All the rest of them look okay. It could have been worse. Last but not least, this 1997 Jurassic World glow-in-the-dark Stegosaurus poster. Bought for $3 at the local Habitat. And I think I even had a $10 off coupon that day. So I may have gotten it for free. And I took an offer for $40. And it's going to be a pain in the butt because it's big and flat. Hi-yah. All right. Well, it ain't going to be perfect, but it'll be okay. What if... And look, there's a box in the box. We got bonus boxes. It's like a damn coffin. All right. My concern okay, here's what we're going to do. First cut, comes here. And we're already kind of cut. Are we going to be able to get nice? Probably trim another, maybe. I'm gonna trim just a little bit. All right, I think we're gonna call that good. Make sure we've got all the printing stuff on the inside. Okay, one more side, we're done. Yeah. I'll just redo that real quick. All right. We're at 37 by 26. And 3 pounds. Told you we would make up some of that shipping. It's an $8.60 ship. Glad I charged a handling charge on that one. All right, need to break down this other box real quick. It has all kinds of goodies in here. Look at that. All kinds of pack of goodies. Oh, except styrofoam. Oh, that's not. Is that styrofoam? Yeah, it's styrofoam. We will try to get rid of this as quickly as we can. This is priority 1 shipping material. Get rid of it quick. This stuff is great because it's lightweight. Oh, so much styrofoam. What did I do? There's styrofoam and regular foam. I like the regular foam, not so much the styrofoam. I don't think I'm going to be needing a piece this large. At least it's not peanuts. All right, well now I can at least break down the box. There's nothing. It's good to have big, flat pieces of it. All right, that's what we're going to do. Fold it up. trying to think if I have anything else that is that large and flat. I can't think of anything. And I do have another box that could be useful of similar size. We're just gonna cut it in half, make it a lot easier to work with. All right. I have like wardrobe boxes and dish packs. If I really need something big and sturdy, the only thing I can think of that I have that might require cardboard of that size is a couple sewing machines. All right. Styrofoam. As much as I hate styrofoam, at least they're not peanuts, and these are good usable pieces and dimensions. Mostly. At least they'll break down into that. And at least this stuff will stay in circulation that much longer and stay out of a landfill that much longer, because that was its next stop. And still might be after this. Maybe just hold on to that in those dimensions for now. Done. It's a lot of free shipping material for one box. It's going to Utah, and it's pretty thick. Pretty thick stuff. I feel okay with it. Don't get any ideas, Buster Wiley. All right, everybody. Well, all the things are shipped. Still selling stuff. Not too bad. We're doing all right so far today. What's this guy want? Doo-doo. Just give me a minute. Let me just reply to him. All right. I know I'm coming. All right, everybody. Well, duty calls. We'll be back tomorrow, assuming something. So, there's already 2 things in the hopper. So, I hope you all have fantastic days, respectively. We will catch you all on, that flip flop. And peace out. Goodbye.